Hello, this is Baby, and yes, I'm in these spiritual streets. Well, I just got out these spiritual streets. So, what I had a very, very interesting dream last night, and I was trying to sort everything out. So the dream was one of the homes that my mom used to come back and forth from St. Louis, from Oklahoma to St. Louis. So, and it was a home that was in the city. So, I'm raised on a farm in Oklahoma, and every summer I would spend my summers in the city of St. Louis, Missouri. And it was a good cool neighborhood and everything. And so this particular house my stepfather's home, it was a nice home, and it had a full basement. So people that don't know about basements, you have it was a 3-bedroom, large living room, kitchen, and it had a bathroom. And then you go down into the basement. It was like a big 2-room. It was like a room. It was unfinished and everything. So this basement it's kind of spooky. And my older sister, she used to make us go to the basement, which I didn't understand, but life goes on. So my 2 younger sisters, we would go to the basement, and I'm the type of person, I face my fears. So this basement kind of had me shaky. Like it was because I've always been an empath. I've always been sensitive, so I knew it was a presence there. But I knew for my younger sister's sake, I could not be afraid of it. And so I would never send anyone to the basement. When I got older and I was over my sisters and my nephews, whatever, I would never send them to the basement for punishment or just to have time for myself or anything like that. I would never do that. I never did that. So this basement, it was kind of dampish and wet. So you had, when you come down the steps, it was like a grayish. It wasn't, the walls wasn't even painted. And then we had the washer and dryer down there. And then it was a bathroom, somewhat of a little bathroom, a toilet. And it was a bed down there because my brother, when he would come in town, he would stay down there in the basement, what have you, okay. And then it had, tucked in the corner, it was like the further you go into this basement, the darker it gotten. And so after you pass the bed, that's the darkest area, and it was a closet. And so we never would open the closet door. So I would never open the closet door. And years went on, but one year I said, okay, you know what, I need to face this fear, and I'm going to open this closet door. So me and my sister, which she's Aquarius, and my other sister, my baby sister, she's Aries. So you have earth, fire, and air that decide, okay, we finna do this. So we all went, and of course I opened it, and it was nothing. But I felt something, and my sisters did too. It was like, it's weird. So we shut it, and then I found this like game. It was a game, educational game, And it was like, it had to be a college game because it had answers and questions that would be in your algebra, your geometry college classes. So I got these out because I'm all into math. I love math. So I got that out, and we just forgot about it was even doomy and dark down there. So we started playing school, and then we just started doing it all. That was our thing. But I told my mom, I said, Mom, there's something down there. She said, what you mean? Did you see anything? I said, no, I didn't see it, but I'm feeling something is down there. Okay. Years ago, I'm full grown. My mom was like, baby, do you know that your dad, it was something in the basement. They found something in the basement. I was like, what was it? And she's like, it was somebody had put a wall up, and they took the wall down. It was a whole room, like a whole large room, and the room was packed with carousels, the big large horses. And they was painted, so it was that old school. It was old. So that paint, it's that paint that's hard to even create now, and it was still in good shape. And she said that, she said it was carousels. And I was like, carousels? I said, but why would they bury them? Why would they bury the carousels? Hide it, brick it up so nobody could find it. That didn't make no sense to me. And she's like, I don't know, but yeah. They was carousels, and they was worth money. And I think she says I think it was like 3 big ones, 3 big horses, and then it was some other animal. And so that was the end of that. Now, my mother had been passed away over 20 years, and my father had been passed away more than 20 years. So I had this dream last night. And the dream took me back to the house. And I went down to the basement. And when I went past the first door, that where the washer, the laundry, where the washer and dryer was, that's when it changed to something, I don't know what the heck I could call it, but it was like spirits. And I wasn't afraid or anything, but I heard these spirits, and I called them out, and I told them they had to go. And so as I told them they had to go, it was a canvas. The canvas that you could buy at Hobby Lobby, the panel canvas. The spirits went into the canvas, and as they went to the canvas, their mouths were open where they was caught in this canvas. And so I was like, wow, this is crazy, And so people start coming down into the basement, and as they was coming to the basement, I start taking them through the basement, and we start going to different levels. So we went into the basement, and then as we kept on going, we was going up. We went to the closet, and the closet had the stairs going up, which is weird. And then we went up the steps, and then as I got them there, the spirits that came from that level, I cast them out, and they came into the canvas. Their mouths open like they were screaming, and I kept on doing this. So I kept on doing this. Now I realized that only people I was doing this with were black people. And it was then it took me to a time where it could have been post-slavery, I guess. You know, I don't know what you would call it, but they act like black people wasn't around, but these people, they were poor people. They were white people, and they were poor, and they was like scavengers, and they came through, and they was trying to come through through the basement, and which I believe is a portal that they was trying to come through, and I wouldn't let them through. And this one was upset because I wouldn't let them through, and I told him, I said, because you're not black, I can't let you through here. And they was like upset, but they got really upset because they was saying I was prejudiced and this thing. And I said, no, you are trying to stop us from being free. And saying, you putting your spirits on my people. And that's what I was saying. I told them, I said, they was casting spells on my people. And so she had ragged hair, and she looked dusty, and like she had smut on her face, she didn't take a bath and things like that. And then she tried to cast a spell with me. And I laughed and was like, okay, go on. And then I said, you still cannot come through these doors. So the persons, it was like 2 or 3 people that I was happened to go through, and they, was like, excuse me, basically, and I let them come on through, and I did the same thing, which, like I said, but I start enjoying it, like I was accomplishing something. It's like, okay, so and then there was one black person that I did not let come through, and they were upset. It's like, why you not letting me through? And I said, because you're trying to stop my people from being free. And he's like, well, I'm black too. I was like, you're black and your skin is black, but your spirit is not. Your spirit is your spirit is of destruction. Your spirit saying you want to destroy and stop what is going on. And so that person got mad. It was a man. He got upset because I wouldn't let him come through, and he was really trying to sabotage whatever I was doing. And it didn't matter how much they was trying to cast spells, because it doesn't matter, because this portal was a place where when people go through, it would cleanse them. I think it was like a cleansing. I could see that, because that's what I do. I do different cleanses for people. So, because as they go through, it's like the spirits that was on them and in them, they was cast onto a canvas. And it's kind of weird they'd be on the canvas, because I do abstract art. I used to do a lot of it, but I draw sometimes. And so it cast onto this canvas. And some people's way was like, we had to go through mountains of old boxes. It was just different. It was dingy and dusty, and it was a gray area. But this is where spirits was released, and I had the power and the gift to release these spirits off of these people. So, being that the home was so familiar, and I know the history of that home, and the crazy thing is, 2 years ago, my brother passed away, and they said he passed away in the kitchen of that house, because he was doing it was a rental house, and he was doing he was repairing some items on the house, and they said he turned around and said he had to go, and he just walked and fell out, which I believe I believe it was corona, I believe, but it was corona was not out in the public yet. But anyway, so with all that, I was like, what is that dream about? And I woke up like 2 and 3 times, and when I went back to sleep, I started where I finished. Like, I went and, I was like, okay. It was like next person, and it's like, okay. And it was like on this canvas, some people had like 4 different spirit faces on the canvas, and other people had like, this one person, oh my God, they had like, over like 15. It was crazy. It was like, but it didn't scare me, but they wanted to scare me. And like I said, it was a white woman, older, poorish like white woman, and a black man who was not poor. I don't know if he was rich, but he wasn't poor, so he could be middle class. But he was trying to stop me too, and I wouldn't let him in. It was just wow. So I had to. I want to record this so I will remember, because this dream is significant for something. And until I figure that out, what's the date today? It is May 23rd. And I had that dream May 22nd on a Saturday. So yes. But anyway, this is your girl, baby, and I'm in the spiritual streets. And you always need to write down your dreams, and because it's messages, and I'm sure somebody out there is going to get the meaning to this dream in different ways. But I just want to see if anybody else has any dreams pulling out spirits in different ways. Just your girl, baby, in these spiritual streets. Love you. See you later.